Hi there, I'm Sherry Ross. I'm professor of teaching in comparative literature at UC Davis. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit more about my department and the courses that we offer. As you can see, I'm working from home. Due to COVID-19, the university is closed, and of course Decision Day has been canceled. So we're trying to make these little videos to give you a sense of the kind of information that you might have been able to discover had you been able to visit campus in person. I should say that I have one dog behind me, I have another one in front of me, so if they get up and move around while I'm talking, don't be surprised. So comparative literature. This is something that a lot of people at Decision Day ask me about because it's not a field that is often taught in high school. If I had to describe it quickly, I would say it's literature without borders. What comparative literature does is to work with the same kinds of materials as English, a more familiar discipline, but where English focuses on works written in the English language by British and American authors, comparative literature really allows for study of any other literature in any other language in the world. In our department, we have faculty working in the fields of French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, German, Chinese, Japanese, and some languages that may not have been available to you in the high school setting. For instance, Arabic, Persian, Tamil, and Hindi. So these are all areas of the world and languages in the world that students are often very excited to find out a little bit more about. In our comparative literature major, we offer courses that are taught in translation. The works that we read are obviously not in all those different languages because we wouldn't have very many students who would be able to read them. So we offer the works in English translation, but we do ask that our majors learn one other language at a level where they can actually read languages, read that language as literature in the original. So that gives them a sense, really a rich sense of the culture and the history behind the language and the literature they're working with. I've been asked to talk a little bit about what courses I like to teach in comparative literature, and that's a hard one for me because I have a lot of favorites, but if I had to pick and choose, I would say probably Myths and Legends, Complet 6, and Myth in Literature, Film, and Visual Arts, which is COM 146. These at the lower division and at the advanced level are courses that I use to help students understand how a literary tradition, such as that which is represented by ancient myth or ancient legends, how those traditions can actually feed into later works and later authors' imaginations of how they tell stories. So to give you an example, the figure of Persephone from ancient Greek literature is, ancient Greek myth, is widely written about, and we do study her various myths in my courses. And then we fast forward to the filmmaker Guillermo del Toro, who actually is very interested in myth, and he features a Persephone-like figure, Persephone-like character in his great film Pan's Labyrinth, and we study that together. Or take the example of the trickster, a figure that we find worldwide in myth. Whether Loki in Norse myth or Anansi from Yoruba, West African stories, Coyote from Native American myth, Trickster is a rich and interesting character, and we study him, usually him, not her so much, in the original stories that we find in those different cultures. And then we fast forward to, for example, the playwright Shakespeare, who also uses British folklore and trickster-like characters in his work. For example, you might think of Puck in Midsummer Night's Dream, or his fools in Twelfth Night in King Lear. You can also see trickster in a very modern iteration in Batman's universe in the form of the Joker, and we look at him as well. So that's a little bit about courses that I teach. Students do enjoy those courses because I think it helps them understand that the stories that they really enjoy today are often very much infused by stories from long ago and far away. I also want to tell you a little bit about what students enjoy about our department. Not only the wide variety of courses that we offer, which they really enjoy because it provides them a glimpse into the world outside of English language, but also the prize-winning teaching in our department. Our faculty are very gifted teachers, and the small class sizes. While we do have a couple of large lecture courses that we offer, most of our classes are capped at 25 or 30 students, and many enroll under 20 students. So we do have the opportunity for students to really get to know their faculty in our department and in our courses. Students enjoy that. They enjoy the possibility of being able to get to know faculty through the major, in independent work in later years in the major, through the thesis writing experience that they can opt for. And our majors also enjoy being able to combine study abroad with our CompLit major. Because we focus so much on language learning, the CompLit experience is really enhanced by study abroad, where we have students studying in different parts of the world and then transferring back those units to be able to complete their CompLit degree. So I hope that gives you a sense of what CompLit is about, what our department is good at, and I hope that this helps you make your decision to say yes to your UC Davis opportunity. I look forward to seeing you on campus in the future.